Hey everybody, how y'all doing? As y'all know, with my Marlin firmware, I've had a lot of requests for Wi-Fi capability with the ESP32 card. Unfortunately, that's a maker-based issue. They created the software and they don't have it to support anything but their own interface. I want to show you an alternative solution that somebody shared with me. Once they used my Marlin firmware, they were able to get this device up and running wirelessly. So I got this in the mail today. I'm going to go ahead and try to unbox it one-handed, so bear with me. Came from China, so it did take a little while, but this product is available for order. I'll have the link below. Still having a heck of a time getting into this box. I'm going to have to set my phone down. All right, got the plastic off. Open her up. See what we got inside. I'm excited to see how this looks. Okay, it's wrapped in bubble wrap and more tape. Again, one-handed, so gonna have to stop to unwrap this. Okay, got the tape off. Looks like another box in a box. Continue to unwrap. Pretty well packaged, I have to say. Cyberpunk, make 3D printing. Fiberpunk, make 3D printing smarter. Probably with my luck, there's some tape on this too. Yay, no tape. Does it slide out? Yes. And sliding. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second to get it out. Okay, this is the Fiberpunk. I believe it's called the Node. Looks like I got a printer cable, power here. Looks like it's USB-C on one side, another USB cable. I'll have to learn how to use all this. In here is a card that's Wi-Fi compatible. I think it's around $36 US. Not 100% sure. I'll put the price in the description or write a little header up here that says how much it is. $36 though is pretty cheap. This is the Fiberpunk Node. What it is, it's a Wi-Fi module that you can plug directly into your 3D printer. You print an enclosure for it. We'll do that later and see how it looks. But you plug it into the SD card. You may plug it into the printer port as well. I've still got to read the instructions on how to use this thing. With my Marlin configuration, this should work with the Neptune 2. They've tested it. They sent me one to try out and share with everybody so I can show it. So I'm really excited to get this product and see how it works. Wi-Fi printing without needing a Raspberry Pi. An alternative to the ESP32 card. I know Uncle Jesse uses those. This is supposed to have more features, be more convenient. You don't have to take your printer apart. We'll wire it up here shortly and see what it does. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn off the printer. We're gonna plug in the SD slot card thingy. Okay. We're gonna flip this all over here. One thing to note, SD card slot is back here, and I need to find the SD card. Okay, keep good track of your SD cards. I'm not good at it. You plug it in the back here. Feels like a nice sturdy option. Then you have to take the And I literally just had it, printer cable. Here. And here. Again, this will go in an enclosed device. Probably have to wrap up those cables some. And then the power. I already have this plugged in. So I should just slide in here. And maybe I should have not plugged it in first. But you see the red lights have come on. And also you see wait to connect to Wi-Fi. All right, the light's green. You can see the model and that the Wi-Fi is ready. The IP address is on there, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and boot up our machine. I have a pre-sliced file ready. Okay, we're gonna go to the IP address that's on there. You're gonna want to do HTTP protocol. So it's HTTP : the device IP address, and then you're gonna do port 88. So that's :88. And there you go. Here's your node interface. I can home. And then there's a lot of things I can do right here from the screen. I can move my X over, my Z up, set my hot end temps. So kind of a minimal interface for doing things. Okay, so choose file, node base cap G code, upload. Okay, and right from here I can just hit print. And you'll see it's doing stuff. Okay, it looks like it's doing something now. Just had to try it again. Yes, you can see it's setting the hot end heat bed for 70 degrees. And the hot end's still cool until the heat bed sets up. Now, if we go and look over at the printer, the interface on the screen is updating. So we should be good to go. We'll come back in a few hours and see how it looks. Just wanted to show you all that it started printing just fine, no hiccups. Still coming from the device and getting ready to go. So looks like we're moving along. Hey guys, full disclosure, I actually had to print 2 of these. Had some delamination on the other one, completely my fault. But this came out just fine. Still using the node, so I'm going to pull it off and assemble it now. Okay, here are the printed parts. You have the base and the top, and then of course the node. Start with the bottom piece. Line up. The USB port's the easiest thing to find. My printer is a little tight on tolerance, so it's gonna be a little bit tricky. By the way, I use Duramic PLA black. Sorry, not PLA, PETG. I do PETG for my parts because it's just a little bit more durable, can handle the heat. It's a little bit trickier to print, but I've had good success with it. Actually had some PLA when I was doing an enclosure and really messed that up. First thing you do, I just realized I forgot to do, is you got to pop out the SD card. So pop that out. And then it should be a little bit easier to pop in. Make sure you got it nice and firm in there. Now, the one thing to check to make sure you're good is where the SD card goes. You really need to press that down to make sure that the SD card slot will slide so you can slide it in. So you're going to hear a few pops as you push, but you want that. You want it to be nice and flush. Do what you can to, try to press on the plastic, or not the plastic, the circuit board itself and not the parts, to make sure they all pop in. I think I'm pretty good there. Having some light issues to make sure my SD card's right. But there we go. There it is. I can see it now. So my SD card slot is now visible. Good. This part, there's actually a nice little gap in the top that ribbon slides right through. So that's awesome. Fits perfectly. Now for the screen, you can only put it in one way, which is nice because you want to make sure you don't put it upside down. When I say what I mean by that is, if I go to put it in upside down, since it's not centered, let's see, am I lucky? If I'm not centered, the screen won't be centered. So there's only one way it'll go in correctly. So you can't put it in, I mean, you can put it in upside down, but it won't be aligned like that. I'll show you what upside down looks like. If you go upside down, let me line up the holes, because the holes will line up. You'll see it's off gap there. Flip it over. Line it up. Pop it in. Take this card here. This piece goes like this. This goes through that little slot I was talking about earlier. You now have protected your node. Let's go set it up again. Oh, take your SD card. Pop it back in. Let's go set it back up. Okay, I've turned my printer off. Plug in the SD card slot. Always forget it goes face up. Plug in the USB. Nice clear there. Power cord coming from the side. Gonna let this boot up. There we go. Power on the printer. And we are good to go. I'm going to send another print over.